The fourth investment marketing mission Mayor Mike Rama led with his working force on October 17 to 20, 2022 yielded further benefits for Cebu City that will help achieve the vision of a Singapore-like metropolis. The mission included the technical presentation of Manila Water that its chair and controlling majority shareholder Enrique Razon Jr. had commissioned. Meanwhile, a major builder has joined the band of property developers that have committed to help build medium-rise buildings for socialized housing and further help complete the Cebu City Medical Center. The mayor and his team also met with a senator and 3 cabinet officials of President BBM Marcos Jr., who have given their assurance to help the city realize its pursuits that would concern their offices. Razon, the logistics industry tycoon, tapped the same team that pursued the Wawa Dam project led by Manila Water Philippine Ventures President Melvin John Tan and his head for new business development Barney Kim. The company submitted its letter of intent to build the dam that will be built some kilometers above Buhisan Dam within the Mananga watershed somewhere in barangays Bonbon, Buo, Taop, and Tuong. The result of the feasibility study that will form part of the unsolicited proposal will soon follow, then the detailed engineering after Manila Water seals an offtake agreement for 20 pesos per cubic meter with the city and MCWD. During the discussion, the proponent assured the mayor it will take care of the seamless transfer, decent housing, livelihood, and employment of some 600 families that may be dislocated. Former DILG Secretary Ronaldo Puno will oversee the construction of the project within just 3 years under prime infrastructure. Meanwhile, the holding company of former Secretary Victor David M. Consunji of DMCI committed to Mayor Mike Rama to help complete CCMC and build medium-rise buildings for socialized housing. DMCI Chairman and President Isidro Cid A. Consunji and his sister, the Treasurer Maria Edwina Consunji Lapiral, pledged to help complete one floor at CCMC, with rights to name it in honor of their father who served as DPWH and DOTC Secretary during the time of President Marcos Sr. With Alfredo Austria, president of the company's real estate development arm, DMCI Homes, the group pledged to allocate their balanced housing obligation for their first 2 major condominium projects for socialized housing. This, even if DMCI Homes has yet to build its Astalia residences in Lahog and Calea Heights in Banawa, Guadalupe. Moreover, the premier company and construction arm DM Consunji Incorporated, the original DMCI, will study and consider to build a segment of planned Guadalupe-Lahog Bypass Road from Banawa Elementary School through Paseo Arcenas. While in Metro Manila, the mayor and his team met with Senator Cynthia Villar at her family-owned Dear Joe Cafe near her estate in Las Piñas, which they discussed about agricultural and highland development. After being asked, Mayor Rama said he will write the senator a wish list that she promised to find ways to help him realize, especially if it falls under Republic Act 10-816 that provides for the development and promotion of farm tourism in the country. The mayor and his team maximized the time for separate meetings with the secretaries of the Department of Public Works and Highways, Transportation, and Human Settlement and Urban Development. Having appreciated the intent and vision of Mayor Rama, DPWH Secretary Manuel Bunoan assured to expedite the installation of at least 3 temporary bridges that will connect the mainland to SRP in time for Sinulog 2023. He would also work out to complete the 7 steel bridges the mayor wanted by January, but gave his word to have funds allocated for the first 3 permanent concrete bridges and the completion of the 2 roundabouts at SRP. Secretary Bunoan also assured Mayor Rama to fast-track the detailed engineering study of the bypass road from Sudlon Lahog to Paseo Arcenas in Banawa and have the first segment until Guadalupe Barangay Hall funded and realized by the end of 2024. Rama underscored the need to fast-track the Guadalupe-Lahog Bypass Road to decongest both Escario Street and General Maximum Avenue and connecting roads. Cebu City Task Force Gubat sa Baha Chairman Roy Simato, who joined the meeting, asked the DPWH Secretary to deploy dredgers, backhoes, and other flood control equipment currently not in use and upcoming new equipment to Cebu City to fast-track the dredging of the city's 7 rivers and waterfronts. Meanwhile, DOTR Secretary Jaime Bautista reassured Mayor Rama the completion of the BRT project and indicated it would start early 2023. He also considered the mayor's request that his office and DOTR-attached agencies like the Cebu Ports Authority will not impede ongoing efforts under Gubat sa Baha and the development of the waterfront area, including Compañía Maritima. Pleased of the Secretary's stance, Mayor Rama asked DOTR to set up office in Cebu City, considering its various projects in Cebu, and further offered an office for the agency in the city. Secretary Bautista accepted the proposal full of excitement. In another meeting, DSUD Undersecretary Gary De Guzman promised, on behalf of Secretary Jerry Acosar, to facilitate and work with the city in its effort towards socialized housing, as well as in the economic housing program of the agency. This aligns with Mayor Rama's dream to uplift human dignity of the marginalized sector, as expressed through his mantra, to make the lives of the poor better, the middle class comfortable, and the rich to share. In fact, Rama will soon issue an executive order for housing solutions to be integrated with educational, spiritual, and social economic transformation of the housing communities, particularly those who will be accommodated in the MRBs. While in Metro Manila, as National President of the League of Cities, Mayor Mike Rama graced as among the prominent dignitaries the convergence of the Philippine tourism industry at the SMX Convention Center. He joined in that event last Monday, October 17, President BBM Marcos, Vice President Sara Duterte, Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco, Governor Gwen Garcia, and SM Group Chair Han C. Furthermore, as Executive Vice President of the Union of Local Authorities of the Philippines, or ULAP, Mayor Rama gave a message, then read the manifesto of support to the cities and municipalities Competitiveness Summit by Thursday, October 20 at the Philippine International Convention Center. The mayor also accepted the invitation of Pastor Apollo Kibuloy for a meeting, incidentally with former Solicitor General Panelo at the SMNI studios in Makati City. Like in the previous 3 investment marketing missions, Mayor Mike Rama has provided the catalysts needed to hasten the realization of his vision for a Singapore-like Cebu City. He still needs the Vice Mayor Raymond Garcia, the City Council, the 27 department heads, the heads of various offices and special bodies, the 80 barangays, the private sector, especially the various business chambers, the interfaith led by Cebu Archbishop Jose Palma, and all the citizens of Cebu City. For indeed, only when everyone is together, we can make better things happen for Cebu City. In God we trust.